Yo, man. So, Darius, man.
What?
I know this video might make you seem a little insane in the head, but you're really not. I'm saying, why do you think school is like dumb, and why do you think having knowledge and being wise will get you far in this world? Like, why do we have to go to school and listen? And why do we go to school? Matter of fact, we're in college. Why do we go to college
Why did you go to college?
and and take classes that we don't even need? Like, I go to school for teleproduction, right? Which like I'm saying, I go to school for being in the studio, digital audio. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying, what you do, man?
Electronic media.
Right. Why we gotta take math classes and all that crazy
You gotta
shit?
take it because society wants us to. It's like it's
Right.
not exact because society wants us to, because society has us thinking that for the only way you'd be able to be successful is if you go to college and get a couple degrees. But there's many people out there that have degrees and are still in the same predicament that we are, probably living with their moms or don't even have a home.
Right.
Why is that? But society said that if we have a degree, we'll be able to make it anywhere, or we have a greater opportunity or a greater possibility to have a job, or be able a greater opportunity to be successful. But why is that? But Bill Cosby had a GED. With Oprah Winfrey,
Right.
they both didn't have that much of a higher standard educational system that they went to, but they still made it successful. Oprah Winfrey has her own show, giving out BMWs. Oprah Winfrey was talking about, look under your chair. Oh, I got keys for you. Oh, look under your chair. I got 60-inch TVs for you. Why is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, how did she make it successful, but she still didn't make it to a higher learning system? Bill Cosby, he had his own TV show, successful. He's one of the wisest men in the world. Why is that? It's not because he went to school and got all that wisdom. No, it was built in him. Like, he was wise on his own because he had knowledge instead of listening to the society school system. The society school system, U.S. history textbooks are lies from when we were in first grade. I'm like, it's all lies. They're not telling us the full truth. If you believe everything that's in your textbooks, man, you're just living in fear and you're just not even thinking outside of the box. I'm like, Come
on, man. Christopher Columbus didn't discover America, man.
Exactly. He rambushed it and took. Like, first of all, like they're not even gonna tell you nothing about the slaves, man. They're not even gonna tell you about how Christopher Columbus actually came here. He didn't discover America because people were already here. He didn't come here and was like, oh, I have new land. This is mine. No, people were already here. He tricked these people and killed them all and took over with violence. He didn't find new land. No, people were already living here. Indians were living here.
Exactly.
And I'm going off track about the whole education. First of all, we got off track. But I'm taking classes of English 102, English 101, all these levels and levels of all right, whatever. Like, I understand we need to learn math, to a certain extent, where we need to know how to count, we need to know how to put fractions and all these equations and mixed fractions. All right, that's understandable. But to a certain point where you're doing 15-minute problems, what am I going to do with that with my major? I'm taking electronic media, doing videos, photography, and all this other sorts. But why am I going to need a 15-minute math problem to solve what I need to know? For what? I'm not going to need no 15 minutes solving the math problem. It takes too long.
Right.
I don't need it.
I know I ain't about to be spitting raps, but then trying to figure out how to I'm about to spit it for 15 minutes on one bar, one word. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. And they try to cover up so well. Like, English 102, I know the basic. Like, English 101 in college, I know that, okay? Like, they're going to teach us the basics. They're going to teach us how to write it. They're going to teach us how to write it. They're going to teach us how to read it. Like, read from a text and put it into a format. Okay, we learned that in
elementary school.
Yeah, we learned that in elementary school, and we learned it in English 085. That's lower than the college standard, quote unquote. We had to reach, if you had the lowest college standard and you have to reach 3 more classes, which takes 3 more semesters for you to even reach a college standard. For what reason? Who knows? After the first one, you got the basics and you know it, take the test, you're good. But people try to waste years and years of our life in college for what? So we can owe them back. We just gonna owe them $50,000 back in money.
Why y'all taking my money?
Exactly, we owe them a debt that's gonna take us years to pay off.
Y'all taking my money and telling me lies.
Exactly.
What is this about?
You telling us lies.
What is this about?
Exactly.
People, wake up.
Like, why would I want to pay $50,000 for a school that I'm barely learning what I want to know from my actual career, and I gotta pay that all back with the things that I want to do, and pay back for what, like 10 more years? Because you can't make $50,000 in a day unless you got a good job. Even that, nobody can do that at all. It takes months for you to make $50,000. Unless you a rich dude. Unless you real rich. And you made it successful. Exactly. But that's a long, like, especially for us trying to, like, in the inner city, trying to make it higher and try to actually make it successful. It's going to take us a while. We barely have money now because of the government is trying to like confuse this whole United States of America, trying to control us and try to have certain people feel a certain way about people, so we can just block how we should think and live in fear. Like one thing, living in fear is just going to distract you from anything else, man. Because if you're living in fear, you're too focused on what you're feared of than what you should be focused on. I'm like, it's not right. Because if you're living in fear, you're not really thinking outside of the box. You really, like, no matter how, like, you can have the biggest box. You're like, I'm thinking outside the box. Nah, you close to the box. You're closer to the cap. You're not outside of the box because you're still living in fear. You just got a bigger box than others. That's it. But the minute you stop being so fearful about what the mass media is telling you, talking about how violent this world is, because all they portray is violence, because even though the truth over the past couple of decades, the rate of violence has been going down, but the more mass media has been portraying it has been going up. But why is that? Why are they portraying it more if it's going less? Because they want the world to be afraid. Like the Sandy Hooks incident, that was all planned out by the government.
Exactly.
I'm like, first of all, they didn't really have proof. They had interviews of a dude coming out from the back laughing, changing his whole attitude to act like he was sad crying, but they had it filming the whole time.
Why is that? I did peep that shit online.
Exactly.
Man.
If you
go on YouTube, man.
Type in Sandy Hook exposed, you'll see it, man. It's all fake. It was
all
online.
bullshit.
So exactly.
Yo, listen, man. Excuse my language, but it's all lies, man. Wake up, man. It's real talk right here, man.
Exactly, man. And I'm trying to tell you, you have to think, man. Why are they trying to have gun control? Like, they're having gun control. I'm not saying that I'm with guns, but they're taking it away from us so they can control us. Like, why would they take gun control away? Because they want to set up events. Because they want to control us. Because how are we going to take away our guns and then something happens to us? But we have to call people with guns to come with guns to control people who don't have guns. For what? I'm like, but y'all can have guns, but we can't. Y'all can have guns, but we can't.
Right.
Like, so when y'all want to, because y'all already twisted up already. Y'all already lied to us. Y'all already messed up. So if we want to say something wrong, y'all can pull out a gun at us and shoot us at any time, but we have nothing to protect ourselves with. That's all I'm saying. Because exactly, the government is so twisted and trying to get into everybody's mind. That's why people say believe half of what you see, half of what you hear. Because because not all of it is true. Not all of it.
I hope these people are gonna watch this video too, because this is
it's
like, I mean, y'all see it coming from us, man. Like, if y'all hear us talking about this, man, then the shit is real, man. I mean, like, it's wise, man, to know, man. Because if you don't know, then you still sleeping. You're not woken up to what's going on out here for real, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You know what's sad, man? It's like they try to mix up things with religion as well. It's like they try to mix things like when I meet because they say the United States of America is a Christian-based nation, right? But they say God bless America, right? But it's like, why? It was just like y'all have people betraying, like, they're so like Christians, and they like, oh, God told me to do this, and God, they say God told me to do that. Well, who's to say that God told them? Because you're taking their word for it. They could be lying just as anybody else. Anybody can lie, oh God, and then now they're gonna like think of God as something else. like, oh, why would God tell him to do that? Yo, God is not what he is and what people portray him to be. It's like, it's like people always lie on God, and then people are going to think of it differently, and that's why so many people have different opinions on what God thinks of, like how God thinks or how God really is. And like, God's not a loving God because
they're just telling you some bullshit.